Okay, so what if you want to edit the information that's in a cell? You might be tempted to select the cell and start typing. But if you do this, you will simply replace the information in the cell with whatever it is that you're typing. So actually, the best way to edit text or numerical information in a cell is to double click the cell or to take a look at the formula bar at the top of the spreadsheet here. This bar allows you to edit the information that's entered into any given cell, and it becomes really useful to us when we start using sheets to make calculations. The trick to making calculations in sheets using sheets like a super powerful calculator is to start with an equal sign when you enter a mathematical operation. For example, if I wanted to multiply two numbers, I could just write the multiplication operation, but Sheets would think that this is a text input. It has no idea that I want it to make a calculation. So if we want to tell Google Sheets to make a calculation, we must include an equal sign before writing the mathematical expression. By doing this, we can use each cell of the spreadsheet and we can turn each cell of the spreadsheet into a calculator. And if we want, we can edit our formulas using the formula bar at the top. You can see that we use a star for multiplication operations, or we can use a / for division operations. And not too surprisingly, we use a plus for addition operations and a horizontal dash or minus sign to carry out subtraction operations. One of the best features of spreadsheets is that once you have data entered into a spreadsheet, it becomes really easy to use that data for calculations. Basically, you can reference the locations of data cells rather than typing numbers in for each specific calculation that you want to make. For example, if I want to multiply the two numbers that I already have stored in this sheet, I could start a new formula with an equal sign. And instead of writing the values like I did last time, I can type the locations of the cells containing the data. In this case, I could type A2 times B2, and that will give me the result that I want. But even writing the cell locations can be tedious. So Sheets allows you to input cell locations in the formula by simply clicking on the cells that contain the desired values. For example, I can repeat this calculation by starting with an equal sign to indicate that I'm entering a formula. I could select the first cell that I want to multiply. I could add a multiplication symbol, select the second cell that I want to multiply, and then hit Tab or Enter. And if you're going to do multiple calculations, you're much better off doing something like this in the spreadsheet rather than punching numbers in to a calculator program or a handheld calculator. Another cool feature is that you can even create formulas using cells in other sheets. For example, you'll notice that my spreadsheet has two tabs towards the bottom of the screen. I have sheet 1 and sheet 2. I'm going to keep doing my calculations in sheet 1, but maybe I want to reference a value that's already stored in sheet 2. To do this, I can start a formula, just like before with an equal sign. I can select the first value in my calculation. Here I want to carry out a multiplication operation, and I can navigate to another sheet to find the value that I'm multiplying. You can see here how the program identifies a cell that's located in another tab. At any rate, you can hit Enter or Tab, and the calculation is carried out just like before. And this is super useful when you're doing really complex calculations that spread across multiple sheets in one Google Sheet file.